you say goodnight like 1,000 times before. This is the night I just want you to know. This is the night I just can't let you go. Why should we wait until tomorrow? Why should we wait until tomorrow? Well, I can't wait until tomorrow. I need you tonight. I drive away, but you're still on my mind. It's so hard leaving you behind. This is the night I just want you to know. This is the night I just can't let you go. Why should we wait until tomorrow? Why should
Yarate Shikidos and Arahara Kiski, Hori Denebananta, Dr. Boo Nygren, Thursday, 1 o'clock, 5:30, Hada Kisigi. Yat ein gedini do it ha the shins all the nan nishli nalchindon so kedat chian jono saba in la wanted to na ist ha hwe space needed the so space ha ilan kenant ayen kilna hodol neta do nanagi horoshi hodol just stay horo Boo Nygren Navajo Nation president and horoshi hodol just announcements state of the Navajo Nation. I could not attend the fall session of the Navajo Nation Council because of an important meeting at the White House. We discussed appointing a commissioner for the Office of Navajo and Hopi Indian Relocation, a position that has been vacant for too long. The Mobis Kanaya down Li Nalsos, Besmas Anbich Honish in Haros Latin Lebich Hanas to Higim, but Jahadeste, when Sende Hot End, the Kinalker Hawantakas, Anagin Le Washington, then Hadinalto, where Hede, Bikehol Don Le Navajo and Hopi Indian Relocation. The Nacha Hadab Nes Kadam, Hajob Gedest, Ido, Naz Neshidan, Lenigi, Ahon Lord Nenegi, Aron Led, Schladin, Hahotzob, Carbon and An Lenigi, Yiga Hossazon, Hayat Kitole, Nenegi, Ebikehol Don, Eba, Kiada Dil, Tihatnoya, E Ade, Nashande. Before I move forward, I want us to take a moment to honor the life of Navajo code talker John Kinsel Sr. Horiya Hastwin Lo. Lean get zad behonez nadon beyadel tkido to nebin nach itlinigiat and mana hasam kaben kahadul zinigi la inna banadi tlado nezatin of an so sid bena khenet John Kinsel well yeah si yego bahadil zindon ka elwood di hodet kehi da awsto hodet kehi le salal so slashin ket nedon ka alchinda shin yin nach shil hot os salal so de shle Jo hot on gezad be honez nado de nebe itlinigi be chanata nitlon e be betin enigi be nabanadi la hot ende si yegon jono hodo shishes anigi do shada inishigi be edan linigi do apes zinigi abet de nil anito yego be kai je hot ende ado so de nebe ke be ka asad the mo as legit that not as nido das so do nil noye e so nal so khadishla e be hanito le e shi hot o be das nito le hot o shi be han ni gibin lachen khazadi khodo ben ke jesh ki as to an ki hot not o be das ki be del nito le salat so dan linigi. In Washington, D.C., we discussed the future of our program that has impacted many Navajo families. Dia hodo Washington de Nashanada, dia hodo unleash that in Hahozobi, Gahosezido, like Holdon, Nanigibinanta, dia de Netnachadab Neskane, Le Archer Neke, that had Enigida Kea Pasahas Leda, Slatina, Hayeda, Huaya, Hay Labik Holdon. jo biked dos negi Washington benant di khwa bika hodi nigi te netan linigi ya yalt keto leltog na chahadap nes khade hot o na khanal nesto lel khanigi ebini na chinda I kha arabani khe kinahal kede hawan sa anigi eya to khatit o sahaleta nen jononda sahazli arobini na jono yan sitas kes do nalsos benant abach holga arotti hodo nirea si yego yat etel jukat sta da zet khatin do akushina khe to kheda bika hodi niho kanda alyag ya si par khetani tsendo ashon hedist at ole huin tsendo lecho de kuigo shintne na chahadap nes khado keya yeta hasa hode dishjinde bichin da huntla. Building a comprehensive budget for 2025. Die hoje nde zedeta onaganj lab kid de so noye le be la asli strande zed de nebe Washington be da inishtel nene akhot end na kitsata nde zed hajo be so be enton nesto hajo de nebe Washington de snois rosto le nene ekat na de zed shin yego bandit idul ashon hajo be so has anda no senegido but anna has neligi be so de kidades ingidonle gold na hui ahi so to benanish io senegin jono skillendel nesto annehi hajol chi yadel tyo hajo peso khadol ni lo bajada dot lit ebedinache leben yadet enegi huich de nebe Washington ich da hos enegi do ashona de nebe Washington jono ha idan khaito lit enegi jo peso de benanish edes non jono bajada yaga annehi hajo de nebe kado enegi eshi nade zuro yego benda dil nesho no Beshwas anlo sarbich uishla hot obakalto. Supporting relocatees with funding. De hodon nidi bahasti dene nachahadabnes kado kushinakhe leda handak hedo kayataist kina as yego bichin dahuit nande hawando tak eto de kui shike that is lab kaya nachahudab lilya arolto nhin Washington aro peso bichin hodas en aro bakao chejun kayaton hidet it nene ahot end nalgi to kad kushinakhe kad atinde the nebe Washington as jashin le Washington at atiba saholonde nihel to ilgero so biga ebinina beshmas anhodo da isnolt aigido nal sostan kitchen huishtage abita nil anit o Shlatin de mil sa hone la bajada dil nil hot o ti huat ne na chahada nes khado na chahoda dil ga yen da tol nesto hajo kayata be khad dol nil to de kuigashi hawan sibichin da hui na do best chi da bichin dol to thoda dol se to de kuigashi la athin da bichin da hui nanigi da ben da dil na no jokat shlatin nache akhot on ketne de kuigashi bichin da huisna Ebinan kanda peso Hollanda de nebe Washington yendel anda statin de milsa bandasi nilean nehido le huintsenoye hot oso nal sos hadishlaya pesmas ambich huishla hot oso baka improving senior centers across the Navajo Nation ne peshmas an nal sos behes ani khedi di lados bajado nil nenegi twido san leat en yinta tingido yisana otlegi hajo khader los nil to salcheda dos nilne ashlana khaja hajo yego peso baal yagi an ni apenel ant o baadal yagiat eto satba o bajada in hadon nasar kushinana khe behes ani khadnar los nil to bajana dos nil neni Kanda asahat atadil nil ahot o yat ehosla na khajan jono at ended nebe kaya bakam stwido san yin ta ding el cheda dos nil to alada yeche de yos enigi de chianda beda enigi robi da at esigi do de kui goshida alla dadal khasto kinda bakaro begedast ki hajol cheda dos nil no hajo dos nil no legislation 0135-24 behes ani hadil alto hajo sarbi histogo at shno alto hoto sarbiche beswas an biche huishla collaboration on ARPA funds dishe hoto on le Washington no peso che holiaye le the kos nalni he daat en den beke statin halso beka Washington dat enigi bich hotal ya aroslan khelo betestion lon kich hol ya even in a khait ola tati da oha to hajol chidal ihe do sabchada na hajoban nader dit in la jodo ni nenigi beneslon beswas an bel nadish nischen so hot all sad beka isla ensuring success with fiscal recovery funds. Korea le Washington na kushina khayada beson ke chonlia le de kosan sa nalni heda at in the neba Washington do but since tlisna denigido bel khata hotsoyi hone la bajabada yaro nkelo san ke chonlia beni nachet ati taba oha do hajo khad liya do hajo halit all the Washington which in those nil khatnene hajo had the 521 million ati selsos het ola ben don nisto het ola peso beninachin khato nil khatnenegi le beninachin khain nilegi aroti 521 senelegi beninachin inal khana ilchegi beninachin len khain nilegi hichin na itla de kui goshin hot o laon na khain nilo het ola le de nebeke baka ahwich ba yadalt kegi athin don le lejda da athinigi do Hawando best chi do sala do old khadan lenigi da peso babchata ya neni de kuish what the hot egi ben da to nish nsoya bansis case eshi bekedo the neba Washington na kitsata peso babchata yagi alsko hadal yado be la asalli do nasa hodeshi gedi ba yashki 521 nenigi eben nada deal nish noya hot also bespas an salbich huishla hajol kilna anishto hajol yedelt do behez ani be denil nish an nehin gono the neba det irlis noya also moving forward on water rights settlements also khodobe hanaste le Washington a year one a day one na kigo na so sto behez ani hadal yago datos so kat le na kinnal lozete yilanta tosle aro the neba Washington benant an lanigi yilla asli si yat etel khoja hosto hahat soje yo toje hahat soje benye troben hedet igi hone lan hedet hone la so beson ke hodo nit hodo nido njono dole hodo be khanaste hajol yedelt ke do ke ndahuit ado ani hot no njono dit on anish dan sagi de kushina khech hedal ene hot on jono bendel nishigi shliat ashe hot on jono nasko nani katolik no yesto hot also besans an salbich huishla nal sos baka hot enelto. Closing thoughts. There are so many accomplishments from the past quarter that I wish I could list them here, but time limits me. I reported these achievements in my radio address 2 weeks ago and repeated them last Tuesday and continue to share them weekly in my reports. These accomplishments reflect the hard work of our administration, our council, and most importantly, our people. Thank you for your continued trust and support. Together, we're building a better future for the Navajo Nation. Arotho kede sadbe had the slagido beswas anbich unhislagi de quigoshin njono nada ilgan le khande zje hojat nal sos bakanish in haron ke jehonish in de quigoshin jono elkesna anishto hajol yadelt ke do da honit a de neba Washington ke dest igi hot o nasko nane ka bigato le khadinin Aroslon le at the nebich hanaste adamo na otlelo na nishel khona del gadi benada inish nenegi eso ahonanat o ajota khidinizen do nini nenegi sa do nini saryat egi be hoto nilgi de nebe be ka to wotgi edebe yodel ke jonon kha ho nilto de nebe ke be ka yat eho not ani danit lindo yat eho nasko I katolik no esto salvich huishla do kehen jono kesen del nesto do het oras yedelt kido na neste bandet enigi ba kehen sen bedini do ot o naltsos khadalya hot o besmas anat enir kuigeshibich neltka naltsos khadalya jonle khande zej ot o naltsos bich honesh do di nanish beket khade shahigi vidina don ke dato niyara hot ende naltsos ke dato sos do de noltkato het ora na de kin ke da hallo bes behne da jato sti da toltkasto shato kato khaida a khweti tlin yat alkheln da hodil ne do hot o sal baka to she gaden je gaden nenegi do hot eden to yat to pesh behne to ndera patient sick case be to ha she da kenil on da she yada dil ke noya a huiche bohonetza to hodo jo the nebenant ajlo ya si yego hodin khadina so hode yadil ke to the nebanan nanigi do the nebenina chna ye khagi hodin khadina nenegi the kuigo she huiche case nil nat ani itlenigi hoto jo bansa case to ta hindilzen jonie. A few of the week's accomplishments: veterans buildings, a new resource for our heroes. They kin salat so bekin nenegi jono sa anana yapin as nishal biche nahot in that khoto based chi biche dolt nenegi hoton jono ba azga only insurance that enegi kin sa enegi hajo bikest ke do khadit o the nesana hotle to salat so dan linigi khwa da tin to kishin da halne eben ya yagi White Cone chapter veterans building yagi do fully operational at end honne da nisha nenegi hoton ke salat so hui gentle ban hat do het ola bakadi wolto yide go kindi to that ego yat etolis nene sa ananas ya ba hen sendo salat so aro kedach not enigi kehadolis White Cone chapter hoto hondo gasto da nos to thoda zehado kisto best chita ne best behna dan dil bishop in that honne nan naroli hoto to hede da beskil na hodil ne hoshilo bahas anoli honne nanigi upcoming events. Welcoming Governor Tim Walz to Window Rock. This Saturday, we have the honor of welcoming Governor Tim Walz, the Democratic vice presidential nominee to Window Rock, the heart of our Navajo Nation. Over a month ago, I extended invitations to both presidential and vice presidential nominees to visit our land, and I'm pleased to host them. This visit is a crucial opportunity to ensure that we understand the issues that matter to the Navajo families. We can strengthen our voice at the federal level and advance our priorities. Gates to this event will open at noon, and I encourage you to join us in showing our unity and strength as our nation. Together, we can ensure that our needs are heard and that our future remains bright. The more yajagon the na kis kaun le the Washington satin halto but caught the nede chegi a lounge at the satahi do cage at the satahi judika side was John Nesd a lounge at the ilwasigi Kamala Harris ish latin halto but caught the benant ad ishlet ado shakate that not that Governor Tim Walz Minnesota dona gahagi not ani lombke hodini do ke that nesta do di astan lenigi beke inst edele beke sizidele ke da baha sidele nenigi in khayga ishi the mo yajagon Tim Walz do hot o khaydan khayga tin da khanne do in li kharashi do santa atle do kharashi na yesim khahazot le shi ebini na hodin khayga Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz, Window Rock, Sebagan Hot Zande, Veterans Park, Le Shinan Nishpatako, has Anigi parking lot, Huashin Jono, Window Rock, Sebagan Hot Zambatahoshin, Jono, Hua Tahale, Do Hodoshin Kitchahatotze, Aro Shilto Hodohades, Diego, but since Nenegi do, the ne need Lenigi. Hot on kitchen hot to dit oran ha deal was no nke hoti ni to na ni teoda hot o sar but hot deshti aren khado kha sena aron da as neto les ar shin de kuigo shi asa da milo ba honne la de ya ba hot eto ebina ar sket lot din ha zotle beni nache live nominee Tim Walz and enegi Janez da hekagi en khayga aro chiyan hollo les to de kuigo shinal sosta be kahandi shinanta di to pendesh nesto di to de nedin sindul enegi khahollo les hoton khato ka to arshi askeda dil netonli Oreshi, Nilchinal, Kidishi, Ade, the Holodale, Adeshi, Sabagan Hot Zanda Benete, Sa Roshi Hat Zitale, Hadishito, the Naya Dalko, that or the Naya Dalko, the Edo, Dal Kitlet, or the Kachi, Window Rock, Arizona, Adoshin Hadadil Kisto, Ani Hatnila, the Neda Dan Nielsen, do Ani, the Ne Washington, those that did halt over carbon and Ade no. نكدل زنيجي بني ناتش hot shin kha nastin khayga ada ta hono sodolek be a part of history. The first time we're going to have a vice presidential nominee visit the Navajo Nation. Hot bakid ano sindali are at katahon londoli aslena ado ayo pinda sin keto ito chiyan da hodlondoli elo kesbada hosindol hot nikich hado tseskin shlo ado hadest ada sin helkedal dil neto yat eta hildi ni Saturday Winter Rock Veterans Park dole aro hune nanigi Halloween festivals for our families the mo na aslio Dean Jigonen da Anishon Shishis has Anigi Ado Batahi Wat Shidden Nadas Basigido Veterans Park Buses Anigi Ado Shishlo Shikin be it dot the Nesha da Inishigi Honne Halloween dole trunk or treat do in the tin Kalchin Halo Hada dit it only Ted Shado hate all the Shihada dit in Saido but the Hatsida Siego Yan the Haskis of the Hada dit in Ishi Aden Hadoka and Kalchin and Lenigido and Kalchin the Hedo Istobin Nache Guess this is that do le Belasana the Hashkan do at that and again Katrada dit Nehot hot on Hada Hedoka le 2 o'clock or Shin Hodol just le the neb benant because anigi hot ishi the mo na aslio danger go nen the initial aden khaitoka Halloween go ne aro ishi hot edol aro a kha nan khidini dol aro the net and osenigi huiche na khansis case huiche en sto the ne benant an slenigi ebinat nan nisto the honeligi ye go bednin shka the ne yabchin the hoit nado the kui ushin
Good afternoon. Not no Kizgi had long every Thursday. I don't need and so I'll go ahead and make my report too. My name is Arvin Mitchell, Division Director for Community Development. Don't that what it's in Sonsi, but just chinky ani that's nagani that's another. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Yesterday, Navajo Nation Council entertained a resolution. ARPA back in 2022, JYN 2922. Ita a bathroom addition, $150 million. Hawanigi beta that don't ash bejeda kage bedan the lot that don't need that no be lazli the 24 go 8 out of 24 delegate. So ita 150 nileta each delegate region was given like $6 million. Though stamp that is this October 23rd, 2023, and that we signed a contract with NECA almost a year ago, and one day ita a NECA contract signed. So although stamp that is this bathroom addition. Though in the kunzaho but they need niche let me back up a little. Last June, there was another resolution that was passed by Navajo Nation Council. Ita 100 million in decades. So right now, currently, there's only 50 million of that original 150 million. So each delegate region was given a little over 2 million within their region. So 50 million. So we issued work order 1 through 9 back starting October of 2023. 28,527,858. That's how much work order we issued based on off that 50 million. So if you put that into percentage, it's 57% of the work order that we issued. So that's good. That's a good number. So the balance of that 50 million now is 21,472,000. And the invoice payment of that 28 million we paid 13.5 million invoice to NECA. So that's 47%. So that again is a good percentage if you compare that to other activities. Based on anati the media bahuishnagi nada yitla based on papi nado no in this bathroom addition legislation, they wanted to include renovation. They also wanted to include an upgrade language in there because a lot of these residents, some of them just need toilet bowl, some of them just need walk-in shower. So the way the resolution is stated right now is to build new bathroom addition. So basically now this, I believe in the amount of close to 50 million. Once President signs, بيجي خايل لا بهز آنس لين أشين أيا other non-credit will be asking for client listing on who needs repair. If they have a current restroom, who needs repair, who needs ADA compliance repairs. I don't the upgrade thing, but tool bowl, walk-in shower. We'll be out there again trying to collect names so we can use this money towards that purpose. So other data shnit based on ye lastly data bahashnagi other through Facebook. This section right here, section 11, you know that NECA is providing they're the general contractor. There's a bunch of subcontractors, naval subcontractors that are working. So we're putting our own naval people to work on the enterprise. And then in return, they pay tax back to the naval nation, and it goes back to funding a lot of our services and all that. So even that's other non-Catholics asking for names. Although the other one that I'd like to mention in this within this time is the housing legislation, ARPA housing legislation. 50 million was given to CHIT under Division of Community Development on the first resolution. Though there was another resolution that was passed back in June. They added another 63 million to that resolution. So altogether to do housing is 100 million. So right now, what we need from each chapter, from each delegate is names, the selection of people that will be getting these houses. So as of right now, I've issued some work orders based on some selection that was made. We have 7 contractors out there, 3 contractors that are for modular, 3 contractors for manufacturer, and then 1 contractor for stick build. So depending on what the chapter and then what the council delegate is wanting, right now currently they're leaning towards a lot of manufacture because it's less expensive than modular, and then stick build is a lot more expensive than the other 2. So manufacturer will be sending out a work order, but for modular we sent out 20 work order. Though we'll be getting cost quotation from the 3 vendors, and within this week we'll be sending out some more work orders. So once these work orders are in place, selection are in place, then the vendor will go out and do geotech at the location, making sure that the ground is stable, doing site development. So come springtime, if the weather is good, they're going to start dropping houses during the winter. But come springtime, hopefully we have like 200 selection, and they can just start dropping houses all next year. So on the housing. So we had a late start in the selection. There was a numerous resolution that needed to be approved. So and then the other one staying with ARPA is that with that same resolution that was passed back in June, also they move all the chapter projects to general funds. So we've been doing orientation for the chapters. chapter dan nilan handa ka ito da ada bande ka di den ben da no ana e khade kuj peso ini cha do ben na de nisto le di no be khilen da hoit ne ajnan ani dan lenigi. So all the chapter projects, all the delegate region projects, most of them are at the chapter now under general funds under in account. That there's 15 chapters that are certified. We have a sub-recipient agreement with them, being that they're certified. They can use their own file management manual and do their procurement. And if they issue contracts, it's really up to their file management manual to issue those contracts. So there's a number of chapters that are doing pretty well on their own, and we wanted to do that under Title 26. Is that let the chapters operate their chapters like the central government over here. That way they don't have to go through our lengthy process over here in Windrock. Chapter ato kaya non-hidish kade nada the chief just though we need to let the chapter know already that winter's coming. Make sure that your community is ready for winter. Yes, so now's the time to haul wood for your family, your own residents and all that, making sure that we're ready for winter. All the 110 chapters have an emergency plan in place. So when something comes up, they just need to get that manual and go take some steps using that manual. But nonetheless, we're always here to help. Department of Emergency Management, NDOT, DCD, Division of Health, where CHR has always been a big help anytime that there's an emergency. So thank all these central government departments that usually help. Thank you very much.
Yate. Yate she Lisa Jimin she yat na jin shlon tot kon bashin my deskis das chaits na jin national anat hen dishnido. I am the executive director of the Fiscal Recovery Fund Office, and we are currently working on all the projects that receive the ARPA funding, which is the FRF funds. Right now, we have two resolutions that we are currently working with. CJN 2922, which gave $211 million to council delegates. And then we're also working with CMY 2824, which made amendments to the resolutions. CMY 2824 moved some money over to the 521 Trust Fund, and that's currently what we're working on now. It moves some money to the Revenue Replacement Reserve, which is written in the resolution, and that's called the triple R, what we're talking about here, and those are considered general funds. It moves some money over to general funds, and then left the ones that were already obligated under ARPA fiscal recovery funds. And those two are what we were also working on. Now we have we finalized the personnel money. The personnel money also gave some operating funds to some of the departments. That was Division of Economic Development, the FRF department there, DCD, the FRF staff, Department of Water Resources, and Broadband. They're fully FRF, and of course the Fiscal Recovery Fund Office to administer some of that money. So we are currently working on those funds. Now we also are currently working on meeting with the chapters. Like how Director Mitchell said, there's some chapters out there who are still asking questions on a lot of these fundings. So back on October 16th, we met with the Arizona chapters, and those chapters that we met with Arizona chapters because the New Mexico chapters were already in a different meeting regarding New Mexico capital outlay. So we made it for Arizona chapters and a few of the other New Mexico chapters that could make it. So we have another meeting coming up with in collaboration with DCD and OOC. We're having another meeting coming up November 4th, 2024, beginning at 9 a.m. at NDOT for the New Mexico chapters and any other chapters that didn't make the first meeting. So we're having another meeting November 4th. That's the Monday before the election day. And don't forget to go vote on November 5th. What we're also doing is working on the encumbrances. We have a deadline coming up of November 1st. As of November 1st, per the resolution CMI 2824, anything that is not obligated in our system here, any funds that are still outstanding that haven't been touched will be moved over to the hardship account. And we're trying to get those funds obligated now, but anything that's not obligated per the resolution will be moved over to hardship. We're trying to figure out that amount now. That's what we're working on. We also have spending report to see which ones will be spent and which ones will not make the deadlines. That's what we're also looking at. And then we're also working with OMB and OOC to determine the funds that will be moving over to the 521 trust fund. When it moves over to the 521 trust fund, you still are going to need the trust fund to be set up. You're still going to need a resolution to identify the policies, procedures of the trust fund, and that's something we still need to work on. And we're part of that discussion as well. And then what we're also working on now are these projects that are still under ARPA. If there's any amendments, the amendments will still need to go to the Fiscal Recovery Fund office, and then we further relay those on to DOJ to get the initial eligibility determinations. That's if they're still under ARPA, and there's some that still are. The ones that aren't, they moved over to the RRR, the Revenue Replacement Reserve. Those are considered general funds, and there's going to be another policy and procedure set up for them because they consider general funds. And another thing that we are working on is these chapters. There's meetings with chapters. Chapters have been asking us to meet with them one-on-one. So we're doing that now as well. We're sitting down, meeting with them, discussing all their projects. The part that the Fiscal Recovery Fund Office deals with is the Section 3, the delegate regions. Mr. Mitchell is handling the housing under CHID, and then there's other CPMD, like the heavy equipment that they're handling. So we are working all together with DCD to get all these projects done and to get all the money moved. We're working with OND and OOC. And also DOJ to get your initial eligibility determinations if they're still under ARPA. So right now, that's what we are doing. That's what we're handling. If you have any questions, you can visit our website, www.frf.navajo-nsn.gov. You can find our directory there, or you can come over to our office, our headquarters. Our main office is at the airport. We're the double wide trailer next to the airport. We also have a sub office next to Subway in San Benito. We have our staff there, and then just everything. And then we had help with the Western Fair in Tuba City. So I'd like to thank my staff for everyone who helped, who contributed, who donated, who just participated in that. I'd just like to thank all my staff and everyone who helped that make successful event for us. And then now we'll be participating in what the President had mentioned, the trunk or treat. And then also now we're going to be reviewing legislation 001424. There were some amendments to that regarding the ARPA funding. So we'll be dealing with that as well. And that's another thing that we're going to have to look into. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us by email, by phone. Everything's listed in our directory. And we will see you again. And as they were saying right now, the fall is here. Stay warm, watch your family, stay safe, COVID is still out there. So just remember to be safe, protect your families, and enjoy this fall season here on the Napa Nation. Yeah.
Sweet, beautiful you. Don't you know that I love you? Don't you know that I want you? Hey, every day. Sweet, beautiful you. Oh, my baby, you're the one I like to share this dance with. To the bitter end. I don't know why you get so mad and jealous sometimes. It took me a lifetime just to find you, babe. Well, I searched this world high and low till I found you, and now you're mine, sweet baby. Oh, can't you see? Sweet, beautiful you. Don't you know that I love you? Don't you know that I want you? Hey, every day. A sweet, beautiful you. Oh, my baby, you're the one now I like to share this dance with. To the bitter end. You're my dream come true, my fantasy, the wish I've wanted for all time, my perfect day. You're my beautiful night. You're the smile on my face, the tears in my eyes, the ache in my heart, every breath I take for it. Oh, baby, I'm yours. Sweet, beautiful you. Don't you know that I love you?